Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of Silent Hill. This was the first game I played on this channel. In fact, I had no real expectation that it would get any views, so I kind of just started it in the midst of my first playthrough. Well, not my first, my second one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, my second one. And just kind of started uploading. I heard that's how you should do things. So I uploaded and uploaded, and now I have almost 200 videos already. Either way, I didn't know how to use an encoder back then. I didn't know how to set up audio properly. In fact, I still don't, but it sounds better than those videos, that's for sure. I'm ready to start again. From scratch this time. Very beginning. And in this playthrough, I'm going to assume all of you have either played through it at least once or Look, dude, I'm going to be real. We've all beaten this game. It's a 20-year-old game. The story has been spoiled over and over again, and I'm going to treat you as an adult. And this is going to be sort of a pseudo lore run. I'm going to point out the things that I notice. I've been playing this game since 2003, 2004? I've been playing it since I was in the 7th grade. I've been on the Silent Hill forum since 2006, 2007. I remember I was too scared to play this game initially, so I had to bribe my brother into playing it for me. But eventually he didn't want to play it anymore for me, and so I had to muster up the courage to play it myself. That was the day I became a real man. I mustered the courage to play Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4. And now we're here. Either way, I think we get right into it. How about it? Let us do a new game, brothers. Put the puzzles on hard. I don't think I did that last time. Very curious to see how they shift. Here we are. They did a great job. They replicated the intro perfectly. I do love the new music, but at the same time, I prefer the old one. The older music from that era just had a different tone to it. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like when someone likes an old punk album or an old metal album before the band became popular enough to afford more than an hour in a studio. It just has a sense of authenticity to it that I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's nostalgia. The new songs are great, but I don't know. They just don't sound... It's probably my nostalgia glasses speaking honestly. The developers actually went to America, and all the places within this game are from real places.
Could you really be in this town?
Could you really be in this town? The new voice actor is fantastic, and I think he's actually the strongest in the game itself, but I still prefer Guy Seehee over it. I don't know why and how to describe it. Maybe it's the uncanny valley or a difference in authenticity. Not sure how to describe
In my
it.
restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said said Mary.
Let me turn it up a little bit. It's a little low.
My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
And we're in. Wow. Very good. You can go back into the bathroom, I'm pretty sure. A lot of interesting things in here with the graffiti. They even replicated this, which is apparently a Jewish demon, I think. Very creepy. Don't like that. Not a big fan of that. Some people have translated these symbols. I think they are Hebrew. But I don't have a good enough memory to tell you what that is. To look at times. Office space for rent. So one of the interesting things with this car, and I think it's very pivotal, and it shows that Bloober Team does actually really care, is the map. In the original demo of the game that they showed off, the map was not in the car seat. It was over by those bike locks over there on a bulletin board. They removed that and put it into the car seat. The reason they did that is because a bunch of YouTubers, and one of the ones in particular, Nub Zombie, who's a huge Silent Hill YouTuber, pointed out the importance of the map being in the car. Not only does it show James' intention of coming here with a purpose, it also points to that. You see it in the back seat? It's a blanket, and it's shaped like a body, isn't it? Well, Mary's there in that blanket. It's confirmed by Masahiro Ito. And Geisy, he talked about this on a podcast once. He said that it's actually a very Japanese thing. A lot of times, suicide and homicide, the person in question in Japan does not throw their loved ones in the trunk. That's a Western thing, apparently, which I couldn't confirm or deny. Either way, it sounds pretty legitimate. But yeah, apparently it's a show of respect and love. Instead of discarding them into the trunk, you put them in the back seat. And the map being here kind of points to you to look in the car. What's in James' car? Well, there's a body-shaped blanket over here. And yeah, it is indeed Mary. Also, you can get it gives you a reason to get close and look at what James drives. Very good stuff. Pete's Bolorama. This van right here is Eddie's van. This is another missable thing if you don't really have the eye to look out for it. Another funny thing that Bloober did is this sign right here with Brams. When the Silent Hill fan-made HD release of Silent Hill 2 came out, they changed the sign from the original game, and a lot of fans were not happy about that. And there was a huge discussion all over the boards. Should they change it? Should it be like the original? Doesn't matter. Bloober Team changed it. They scratched it out, so they put that to bed. There will be no more discussion about Brams in my game. I remember the first time I played Silent Hill back in the day. This forest trail didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I was in the 7th grade, and I didn't really have an eye or experience with these sort of things, and it really scared me. I guess that was the purpose of it, I found out. But either way, it is very unorthodox game design to design something you purposefully do not want to go back on. It's smart. I believe the devs said that they made it long on purpose so you would not want to go back. It's very clever. I can't think of many other games who do things like that. It's another reason why they were trailblazers, Team Silent. They did a lot of unorthodox things, and that's why the game is still loved to this day. Actually, I think I missed something, didn't I? I think I walked right past it. I wasn't even paying attention. Right here. Grave truths lost to the mind shall flow white into a void chalice. Show the right of the red shall commence. And this is a reference to the ritual ending. You can only get it on New Game Plus. And it's referencing the items used for the ritual. So, grave truths lost to the mind, Mary, shall flow white. That's the white chrysanthem, which is used in the ritual, into a void chalice. You're pouring the liquid into the chalice, and it's like giving life almost to the chalice. And the rite of red will commence, which is most likely giving blood, giving, it's like a transfer of power almost. I'm sure there's a lot of different ways to interpret it. It's interesting nonetheless. That was one of the things that, what's his name? Shoot, I gotta look it up. What's his name? He just did Slitterhead. Slitterhead director. What's his name? Keiichiro Toyama. Keiichiro is a beast, bro. He's a demon, bro. If you've heard stories in the first game, he actually lived in the office. Silent Hill was his life at the time, and he put a lot of effort and work into designing the game. Most importantly, the lore. He was really big on Western esotericism, and that's why a lot of the things in Silent Hill are so realistic, uncanny, and it's because he knew his shit, bro. He knew his shit, bro. He knew his shit. Keiichiro Toyama. Wow.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
Keiichiro Toyama is a beast, bro. He's like the brainchild of this whole thing. Masahiro Ito definitely had a lot to do with it as well, particularly with the second game, but gotta give it to Keiichiro, man. He put together the story. I know there was another dude as well. I just don't remember his name.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog, either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but...
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. Guy see he still number one, numero uno. I think the weakest link in the new voice actors is actually Maria. Crimson ceremony, proud fragrance of life which flies towards the heart. O cup which brims with the whitest of wine. It is in thee that all begins. Another component of the ritual ending. We need to find all the items to get it. Angela's new voice actor isn't bad by any means, by any stretch of the means, but I kind of like the aloof and sort of disconnected nature of the original voice actor for Angela. The original intention was to make her look older than she actually was, and the voice acting for her also helped to serve that, because she obviously sounded far older than she was actually in lore-wise. Let's see here. So, about the nature of Silent Hill. Silent Hill is not an other world. Here's my interpretation of it. I'll give you my take. Silent Hill is an ancient Native American spiritual ground. And one thing that's big for ancient Indians and the same ilk is that they were big on astral projection and dreams. And the idea is that Silent Hill does not change. It's not another world. It's not a separate place. The dreams of those within Silent Hill bleed onto reality. Harry says it himself in the first game. The devs put that line in there in order to clarify how Silent Hill functions. Harry says it's almost as if someone's nightmarish delusions bled onto reality. I believe that's what it was, at least. So Silent Hill it's not a separate dimension. It's literally someone's dreams bleeding onto reality, astral projecting almost in that sense. And it's very interesting how they play with that idea throughout the games. The reason people who are sinful and guilty find themselves in Silent Hill is primarily because of the cult. The cult is Abrahamic in nature, and they do have a sin and guilt system inside their ideology.
Anyone in here?
The cult basically runs Silent Hill. They've performed a myriad of rituals, and basically Silent Hill's power is controlled by them. It's influenced by their belief. They very strongly believe in what their religion says, and because of their strong will and strong belief, Silent Hill functions under their assumptions. Almost like a ritual of the holy assumption. They assume, and therefore Silent Hill creates it into being. But it's interesting because Heather and Harry as well, are not sinful. They are not guilty. They didn't murder anybody. Why are they being affected by Silent Hill? Well, that's primarily because of Cheryl, Heather, the god that resides within her. So for Silent Hill 3, the best way to describe it is that Heather is not guilty or sinful, and the only way the world is physically affected by Silent Hill is when she has heightened stress and emotions. That's why Claudia eggs her on every time the world changes. It's because she's already pregnant with the uterus of the god, the fetus of the god. I think there's actually a secret right here. Let me check. Yeah. Key of Sorrow. I missed this my last New Game Plus playthrough. But basically, because she's pregnant with the fetus of the god that the cult ritualistically created within her, only when she has heightened stress does the world change, and that's the influence of the god. That's why Claudia kills Harry in the third game, because it would obviously make Heather extremely distressed, and it speeds up the progress of the god itself, the negative emotions, feed the god its powers. Likewise with Henry, he's not actually in Silent Hill. And a lot of people are confused by this. They say, well, he's not in Silent Hill. How is he affected by the power of Silent Hill? Well, that's because Walter Sullivan uses a ritual to create a dream world. It's not in the real world. It takes place within Walter's dreams. And so Henry is pulled into Walter's dreams via the ritual. And that's why every time you return from the other world, and you can actually call it an other world this time, it's Walter's dream, you wake up in Henry's bed. And so that is how the world works. That is why they call it another dimension, another space. That is why Walter is God there, because it's his dream. And obviously, he wants to wake up his mother. The problem is that the cult tricked him. He's not waking up his mother, he's waking up the god. And when he completes the ritual, the god's powers are increased enough to actually affect the real world. As you may have noticed in the fourth game, the more people he kills, the more the real world is affected. But for the most part, it's another realm. It's a dream space. That's why it's able to take place outside of Silent Hill, because of the ritual utilizing the power of Silent Hill created by the cult. So, in my humble opinion, Silent Hill is not another world. It's a physical place that has a very dense spiritual power that allows people's heightened emotions / dreams to bleed onto reality. That is the simplest way I can explain it. That's what I personally believe. Miss Cassandra, a customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain its bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off, looked at me like I wasn't even there. Then he just left. Said he'd be back to pick him up later. I just wanted to let you know, since I might be gone by then. Very good. Bloober team was always good at designing the levels. Like the environmental work that they do is S tier. I always appreciated their level design.
What is this?
Bloober's next best game, in my opinion, is Observer. Another great example of Bloober's solid environmental art and design. When it comes to, well, we can discuss that when we get there. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. I do really appreciate that they have the memories spread about as reference to how things originally played out. It kind of softens the blow when they change something drastically.
More of that stuff.
Yes. Now, you can explore the town very systematically by hugging the wall and just wrapping around on the left, keeping the wall on your left the whole time. But I think for the most part, most of the items for the endings are relatively obvious. But I think because I just said that, I'm going to miss one or two this playthrough, so... Here, actually, I think I should turn it up a little bit. Oh, it is all the way up here. Let me see. There we go. That should be better. Yeah. The calm before the storm. Oh, speaking of, there's one thing in this game that absolutely pisses me off. This song is not in the game. Hear this? This song is called "The World of Madness," and in the original game, it initially plays when you reach Silent Hill proper. In fact, the same section I'm in right now. The very same point in the original game is the point this song plays. And it's one of my favorite tracks from the second game of all time. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, it's not here in this game. and it's very upsetting. It's one of the major dislikes I have of this game. I do like how there's more areas you can go inside of, though. That's one thing I really like about this game. Yep, more of the goo. Love the aesthetic of this bar. Water dripping. That's kind of random. Never noticed that. Fair enough.
Hey, wait.
We've got a monster on our hands. See, this song, I think, originally plays after the apartment world, when you're in the alleyway after fighting Pyramid Head, I think. It plays at multiple parts, but I think that's where it initially plays originally. I don't remember if there's another item I want to keep an eye out for here. We'll have to be very observant. Yeah, I think we're good. The big item was the Key of Sorrow. One thing is to dabble in it, but another is to delve into it. Never got that ending, so we will be getting that ending. I'm very excited. Alright, let's go after this little beastie boy. I love going through these little backyard areas. It reminds me of the first game. Before the first time the world ever changes, the first time dreams leak onto reality is in the backyard of a random house. Oh, wasn't there something? Maybe I'm tripping balls here, but... No. Yeah, that's nothing. Gotta be especially observant.
Hello?
Hello? James looks pretty obviously at things you can pick up, so I'm definitely having my eagle eyes out. I do wish there was a button to switch items, though. That would be nice. Yeah, the first time I played through this game on my channel, I played on hard, and honestly, it was more annoying than anything else, if I'm going to be real. So this time around, I put the puzzles on hard and the combat on standard. I think it makes for a better experience. This game is mostly story-based, and I do think the combat is fun in this game. It's certainly improved 100%, but it's just not really, it's not Dark Souls where you're going to be challenged by it. It's more so of a hassle because it slows down your progress. I would prefer it not slow my progress down artificially, so I put it on standard. For adults only, nutrition supplement. Alright. I do like this little, like it's not like the original where you're in the hallway. But it's nice going through a random apartment to fight your first monster. Patient. Come now, brother. Let us dance.
Stay back. That's what I saw in the fog.
Indeed, it was.
Whatever it is, it's not human.
All right, you guys ready for another lore tidbit? And it's very easily missed, but very obvious once you hear it. Now, I'm not sure if this remake does it. I haven't actually sought out if it does it, but in the next segment of the playthrough where James gets a message from the radio, Mary says, "Why did you kill me?" But the subtitles don't say it, but you can hear it, and it's very obvious. In fact, let me show you. In the original game, I think this will be worthwhile. It's very funny. It's fantastic. It's in your face. It's subliminal. It's unreal. But once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And I think you'll appreciate this. Silent. Why did you kill me? All right. Yeah.
I'm Jared Blakely from Blakely Law.
Jared, get out of here. I don't like you.
A car accident.
All right. All right, listen. It's very obvious. Why did you kill me?
This thing broken?
Why'd you kill me?
What?
You heard that? Why did you kill me? Listen again.
What the?
Oh, whoops. Yeah, right here. Why did you kill me? Why did you kill me? Oh my gosh, dude. This is, mind you, 10 minutes into the game. Now, let's see if it does it in this game. I don't remember. So it should happen in like the next 5 seconds. Let's see. Why did you kill me? The game spoils itself 10 minutes into it, but it's so subliminal and you're not paying attention. It's brilliant, brother. Whoever may be watching, I want you to know how brilliant that is. Subverting the viewer via subtitle, which are on by default. All right, let's see. Does it do it? Waiting for. Ah, they did do it, but it's way less obvious. Way less obvious, which is funny. But even with the subtitles, if you hear it, you can read it too. It's obvious. It says, "Why did you kill me?" But a first-time player wouldn't notice such a detail. They're not Silent Hill brained yet, bro. They're not in the moment present. And that's why I love Silent Hill. There's so many little secrets that and layers that the more you play, the more you start to notice and find out. It's simply incredible, and not many games are able to do that. I think that's one of the reasons why Dark Souls and Elden Ring are so beloved, because they do something similar with the lore and with the enemies. The enemies are all like lore based.
Is that?
Bar O'Neill's, close cover before striking. Another interesting tidbit is all the bodies are very reminiscent of James himself. You can see the obvious green jacket, the boots, the pants. It's all what James is wearing right now in this very moment. And some people have many theories for that, but the winning theory is that James sees death everywhere he looks because he's guilty from it. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Run, 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 run. Okay, nice. Thank you. Very good. Come here, brother. I want to spar. Isn't there supposed to be a nutrition drink around here? No way, you guys cucked me like that? In the original game, there's a nutrition drink right here next to the save station. Alright. Classic song. The stomp is how you know it's real. I just muted myself. I'm a retard. Alright. Yeah, I was saying this music, the creaking metal, the grinding, it sounds like a submarine that's 600... That's just at the depths of the ocean, just swaying silently in the darkness. It also reminds me of the Baroness, the ship that was lost in Toluca Lake. There's a lot of places you can get into that you might not find on your first run. There's some clothes with blood on it. I'm not quite sure what this might reference or mean. Maybe it's a movie reference, I'm not sure. Super strong, super clean. Deluxe automatic washers. Wash away the stains of yesterday. Well, that's a little bit on the nose. But let's be honest, most of the things in this game are very on the nose. Once you notice them, it's very hard not to see it. Searching for another conclusion. Oh, let's see if I can find Volume 1. In March of 1965, the town of Silent Hill was visited by the Maine Physical Research Association. After thorough examination, a team of experts, dowsers, from the association concluded the area surrounding the now historic Wilkes Coal Mine to be highly active. They also expressed their hopes for further research and exploration of the gorge. These hopes, however, were never fulfilled due to the location being restricted as a historic nature preserve, as declared by the Silent Hill Historical Society. Additionally, the idea was met with resistance from the local community, which claimed that the nature of the association's research would hinder tourist activity in the area. Questioning the credibility of our research and hiding behind day trippers seems like an excuse to prevent us from seeing what's really out there, commented one of the researchers. Unfortunately, none of the local representatives were available to comment on the matter. Editor's note. At the time of publishing, there exists no evidence supporting credibility of radiesthesia or proving effectiveness of any dowsing methods. Opinions expressed in the article do not reflect the author's reviews. So that's very interesting. This tells us a lot of things. Not only does it kind of reference the spiritual ancient Indian heritage that Silent Hill has by saying, where was it? Restricted as a historic nature preserve. Declared by Silent Hill Historical Society. As we know, Silent Hill Historical Society is controlled by the cult or the order itself. So basically they were saying this is our turf, you're not allowed here. They don't want anybody using the power of Silent Hill for any other reason, and the cult has an iron grip on Silent Hill in that nature. And it's interesting they mentioned dowsing. Dowsing is basically the idea of using a metal rod to point yourself in specific directions or find answers for things that you might not know. And it kind of references the spiritual nature of the town. Let's see if we can find Volume 1. Volume 1, where are you? Searching for another conclusion. Volume 1, The Road to Tomorrow. It's better to prevent than to cure. As the old maxim tells us, taking care of yourself and maintaining a healthy outlook can be a challenge in these fast modern times. The key is not to beat yourself up over past mistakes and avoid those who would do you harm. Sometimes it is better to avoid confrontation instead of engaging in pointless conflict. Try to stay clear of toxic relationships and focus instead on your friends and loved ones. Keep your eye on the prize and focus on what really matters. Can it be that simple? Yes. Look to the future. It might be brighter than you think. And in case you haven't noticed, these are referencing how you get each ending. This is referencing the good ending, or the ending where James recovers from Mary, lays her to rest, and rejects Maria. Alright, what about this one? Searching for another conclusion. Volume 2, Getting the Girl. Do you love her? Do you really love her? In sickness and in health? Words are simple enough, but actions speak the loudest. Would you protect her? Fight for her? Put her above any other? Remember, now she is the one. Leave the past behind and forget about old relationships that ended in tears. Be true to your heart, and with luck things will work out in the end. This is referring to the Maria ending, where James leaves with Maria. And what about you? Searching for another conclusion, Volume 3, Choosing Death. When life is filled with nothing but despair, some people choose to end it all. I once chose that path for myself as well. I embraced it. It felt right. Like the only choice I could possibly make. After I made my decision, it became the only thing binding me to this world. I became reckless. I did stupid, dangerous things. I pushed away even those who cared about me. After all, why would it matter anymore? That is referencing the end water ending. I don't think there's any others in here, but an observant player would be able to pick up on the fact that, yes, this is probably how you get different endings. It's not immediately apparent, though, and I don't think you're stupid for not noticing. To notice these things, you really have to be a fan of... You have to be very perceptive. Let me tell you, when I first played Silent Hill, I did not notice a damn thing. Not only was I 12, 13, but I never looked at any form of media as closely as I would in the future Silent Hill. Silent Hill is what taught me to look into things so deeply. It taught me critical thinking better than most teachers in my school. It was definitely something that helped me out quite a bit. There we are. Barneely's. You little shitbag, get over here. Come on, James, you can do it. Very good. Can we glean anything from this environment? Obviously we can glean the traditions of Silent Hill. Classic Americana. Coffee, pie, taxidermy, beer, premium quality. You look at 79 cents for a beer. Now that's old Americana. And this is one thing that I stand by. Maybe you might disagree, but Silent Hill 2, even the first one really, is one of the first liminal forms of video game media. The developers went to America themselves. They took pictures, and most of the pictures they took were transitional spaces, liminal spaces. So that means that Silent Hill, to its core, is a liminal experience. most of the game, you're in a transition between destinations. First half of the game, you're looking for Maria. You're trying to get to somewhere. Actually, 100% of the time, you're trying to get somewhere. You're transitioning from destination to destination. Now, you can say that's how every video game works, but given the context of Silent Hill and the setting it takes place in, it's literally liminal by its very nature, and it's probably what captivates people so heavily. It certainly captivated me. We just didn't have a word for it back then, at least in the general vocabulary of the public. I saw him again, or at least I think so. He says he didn't, but I don't know anymore. I'm tired. Can't find it. Doesn't matter. That scraping noise again. He could be referring to Pyramid Head dragging his knife. I don't know if you know, but the great knife that Pyramid Head uses is a scissor. It's a half of a scissor. Fitting, yes, to use it in a barbershop. Reference it at least in the barbershop. Alright, let's keep on going. I keep on getting turned around because I'm focused so much on talking about my absolute adoration for this game and what the devs have achieved with it. Oh, I thought I heard the phone making a noise. Bastard. Got a cheap one off on me, didn't ya? I just pushed focus mode, and I'm like, oh wait, this game doesn't have focus mode. Your new best friend. In the end, only a four-legged friend can truly help you make sense of things. Review the best stores for doggy accessories, page 4. Find the perfect dog house for your furry friend. Meet the cutest, cuddliest good boys around. This is referencing the dog ending. To get the dog ending, you have to find the store with the dog key, then find the dog house, which is in the second half of the game, and then find where the good boy is, which is in the hotel. That man was here again. I told him he'd been warned not to come here. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. Anyway, he got up and left. He didn't make any sort of fuss. But there's something about him that gives me the creeps. When I look at his face, it's like I'm staring at a mask. And there's something underneath, waiting to get out. I don't want to be there when that happens. Who's this guy that keeps on referencing? I actually don't know. That's something I do not know. We do have to find the dog store, though. We want to get the dog ending, which I actually do. Lucky me, it's right here. Very good. Lost dog. Reward 300. Chicken meal for your dog. Give a gift to your friend. There it is. See, the dog key comes in two pieces. One's in the store and one's in the doghouse. That's why the note in the store referenced it and gave you a clue as to how to find it. We caught it near cats. We should have never brought it here. I don't know what to do. I know it's there, sitting and staring. Can't let it out. I can't let it walk away. It won't let me go. Don't look at it. Don't look it in its eyes. Who is this dog that they caught, I wonder? Is he a good boy? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. Come out, wherever you are. Very good. Ah, 9mm ammo. Very good. This is for the UFO ending, the blue gem. Jewelers. It's in reference to the jewel itself. Actually, let's take a few lookies. Alright. Maybe I could use it somewhere. 1/2 of a broken key. Someone left it in the pet center. Alright, let's keep on going. What's this over here? Get it? Die already. Something over here? Thought he was looking at something. Alright, we're good. Let's keep on going. And I'm so used to playing it on hard, bro. The last time I played it on hard, and the enemies are so much more tankier, bro. The door that wakes in darkness, opening to nightmares. Obviously, it's referencing when you go through the door, it's very dark outside. Anyone there? Hello? Come say hi, will you? Fool. I was behind the wall. Die already. I love that little home run. I love that little home run noise it makes when you get a killing blow on someone. Out of This World magazine, special issue. Alien device found in local store. Bizarre findings on roof of local building. Prehistoric creature spotted in local lake. Paranormal activity in local hotel. You gotta see it to believe it. This is in reference to the UFO ending, obviously, but each of these locations is exactly where you need to use the gem. Very cool. I like that. It basically means you don't have to look up a guide in order to find out what to do. Face the music, find the melody of your dreams, and kick up your heels. Very good. The janitor came in the other day, drunk and in tears. Had half the record with him, kept yelling, we gotta fix it somehow. I was willing to do it just to shut him up, so I got up to get the glue from the cabinet, but then he realized he only had the 1/2, so he ran out. Can't do much about the record. Maybe ask around at Neely's next time you're there. Might be one of theirs. Alright. We are going to have to go to Bar Neely's in order to succeed. Music can bring you back to those wonderful moments you thought lost. Dad always was such a drag. Anything? No, I kind of feel bad busting this place up. It's obviously a collector's haven. What's that? Afraid to be great. All right. Well, that's that. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, yeah, I know what's going on now, kind of. Duvets? You're kidding me. One of these windows, like, kind of opens up for another secret. I just gotta remember which store it was. Sir, you must die now. Ouch. Gotta get the stomp on him. Okay. So let me see. Is this... Yeah, I suppose we can go this way. Might as well. Here, I should use... How do I heal again? C? Z? Wait, what happened? Why is it so... That's kind of weird. You see how it turns like sepia? Oh, whatever. That's fine. I don't know why it turned sepia like that. Whatever, though. It's fine. The Woodside Apartments. A pivotal change in tone and information. I think there's a picture around here somewhere. Did you see someone cracked the puzzle involving these pictures? Hold up, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Silent Hill 2 remake picture. No, photo. Photo meaning. Let's see. Yeah, each photo has a number scrawled on the back and a caption associated with the photos of seemingly random objects and scenes. Yeah, right here. A Reddit user, Dale Robinson, cracked the game's code over the weekend, revealing that the clues in the strange photos spell out the phrase, "You've been here for 2 decades." Been here for 2 decades. That's because we've been here for 2 decades. If you count things within each photo, Robinson wrote, using the example of 6 open windows in photo number 1, then count the number across the writing on each one, you'll get a letter. In Robinson's example, the caption on the first photo is, "So many people here." And the 6th letter in that phrase is Y. Robinson shows their work across all 26 strange photos. Silent Hill 2 Remake creative director Matutz Lennart later confirmed that Robinson's solution was correct. "I knew it wouldn't stay hidden for long," Leonard wrote on X. "There was a theory in our company that the puzzle might be too hard. I really wanted to make it subtle when I was painting those photos. I think the timing couldn't be better for you to solve it. Congratulations." Very good. Very cool. Really enjoy that. I did always wonder what the hell all those photos could possibly mean. And it's pretty cool someone found out so quickly. Texan Cafe. We gotta leave. Meet me there. And it's locked, obviously. Where's that photo, though? I could have sworn there was a photo around here somewhere. No? Am I tripping balls, bro? It could be on this side. Let's see. Ah, here it is. So many people here. See, it says 1, and then there's 6 windows. 6 open windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Very cool. I love shit like that. I'm not smart enough to figure it out on my own, but when I do see someone who did figure it out, it's always cool. Fool. Die already. I've been playing too much SoulCal, bro. I don't know what I'm thinking. Look at this. You know, these, what's this? What are they? I shouldn't go through. I don't know why. I won't. They don't stink, but it feels like they do. No smell at all. And, the real question is he talking about the monsters or is he talking about the sheets on the road here? As you can see, this is where in the original game that door that wakes into darkness would be. They switch sides. I don't know why I find the idea of him talking about the sheets that are bloody and moldy not smelling is more interesting than monsters not smelling. I think monsters should smell always, but that's just my opinion. You're that bastard. Get out of my grass. You don't belong there. It's my grass. You're not allowed to touch my grass. Get out of here. Let's go over to Barneely's. I think it's time. Barneely's is just down the road. Barneely's, come over here. Come on. No escape. Oh my gosh, there is an escape and you just made it. Oh no. Is it just me or is the lock-on feeling pretty finicky with these guys? I might just be rusty. I'm not sure. One or the other. And here's Barneely's. Let's go inside. Ah, yes. Very classic. You know, a lot of people for a little while, a very short while, mind you, it wasn't very long, a lot of people thought this was a reference to Silent Hill 4. And this is before people truly understood what the whole situation was in Silent Hill. Even I was someone who theorized that, but it's not referencing Silent Hill 4. There's many different ways you can interpret it. In fact, let's look it up right now. Silent Hill 2, there. The hole here. Let's see what people are saying. This is from 7 years ago. Let's see. This guy. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Thank you for answering my question. Now I know why there was a hole here, but it's gone now. No, let's see. Okay, it could be symbolic of the fact that James can no longer hide from the truth of what he did. It's worth noting the message is located in a bar. Let's see. In a discussion with the game's art director, Masahiro Ito, he stated that this message was likely the work of one of the writers, Hiroyuki Owaku, or the environmental artist, Takashi Miura. However, he offered his insight into the meaning of the message, saying that it could be symbolic of the fact James can no longer hide from the truth of what he did. Masahiro Ito said that. It's worth noting that this message is located in a bar, as it's been established that James resorted to drinking in response to the suffering he endured. as a part of his wife's Mary's illness. Since he's been brought to Silent Hill, it can be argued that James has no more holes to crawl into and has no choice but to confront his guilt. There's an ironic side to this, as when James reaches the Historical Society, he is forced to jump down literal holes to navigate the area until finally arriving at the labyrinth. This contrasts with the last area of the game where James has to climb to the top of a building to confront the final boss. Climbing out of the hole. Very nice. I like that. I never really thought about it that deeply. Yes. Perfect. All right, let's see. We can combine with this and this and this. The Long Way Home, produced by A. Conroy, published by I Love Groovy Music Productions. I should probably drink something too. All right, let's get this bad boy in there. Perfect. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to find a button too. I forgot about that. Which I don't have at the moment. What's this? I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off and cried he'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half the record is still lodged inside, but the other part's missing. Figured he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run towards Groovy. Anyway, maybe check up on him, see if he's alright. He lives over at Saul by the pharmacy, apartment 9. Yeah, so we'll have to get over there. No such luck. Alright, well unfortunately it's 6 in the morning and I should probably get a little bit of sleep. I'm a sicko, what can I say? Either way, I love Silent Hill. I can talk about it for hours on end. I'm gonna complete the game from the beginning this time, and better than last time. I'll be back with some more, eventually, probably sooner than later. So have a good night, alright?